Welcome back everybody, and today we're taking a look at the sixth and final film in Jackie Chan's Breakout Hits box set from Arrow Video. Like all the other films in this box set, this is also in 4K, and it is 1998's Who Am I? So it's directed by Jackie Chan and Benny Chan. I don't think there's any relation between the two though. But yeah, in terms of Jackie Chan's directorial filmography, I've seen 7 of his other films. Favourites would be the likes of Police Story 1 and 2 and Project A. And even though I've only seen 2 films from Benny Chan before this one, they are both incredible efforts, and they are A Moment of Romance and Invisible Target. I highly recommend both of those. So this is a spy action comedy, clocking in at 120 or 107 minutes long, depending on which version you watch. Alongside our main man Jackie Chan, we've also got the likes of Ron Smurzak, who I've only seen in a couple of absolutely atrocious other 90s efforts like The Mangler and American Ninja for the Annihilation. And then you've also got Ed Nelson, who, despite being in a bunch of 50s B movies, somehow got wrangled into this. So he's also in the likes of A Bucket of Blood, Attack of the Crab Monsters, Invasion of the Saucer Men, Night of the Blood Beast, and The Brain Eaters. So yeah, he had a couple of minor, sometimes uncredited roles in subsequent films like Judgment at Nuremberg, the First Airport sequel, and maybe a couple of others. But yeah, mostly well known for his 50s films, and yeah, I can't exactly lie that I enjoy those because I do. So yeah. So nonetheless, a group of covert CIA operatives trailing a potential new energy source are double-crossed by corrupt agent Morgan, who causes a helicopter crash in remote South Africa. The sole survivor, suffering severe amnesia, is nursed to recovery by a kindly native tribe who call him "Who am I?" after the question that he keeps asking. With the help of a mysterious reporter, Christine, Who am I pieces together his past and tracks the turncoat agent and his criminal cohort. So this is, quite frankly, an overall odd mix of its genres, and although this might well be on the shallow side of things when it comes to characters and themes, it definitely is buoyed by Jackie Chan. The at times great action, and those mix of genres do ultimately work at the end of the day, even though there are times when it seemingly one is taking over the other, or the other two. And yeah, the pacing is also on point. There are several laughs throughout. It is well shot. The stunts are impressive, in particular the scenes in Rotterdam. One scene where Jackie Chan sliced down an entire, well, most of a skyscraper, which has like a kind of wedge shape to it, and it's got a really long sloping roof bit. And yeah, that is mightily impressive. The action in general, though, is entertaining, even when it's not heavily reliant on stunts. The locales are well used, the score is decent, and it is an overall engaging effort. But yeah, it's not the finest effort from Jackie Chan in the 90s, but yeah, definitely seen a lot worse from him from this period. And yeah, it gets a 4 out of 5. So yeah, another impressive film in this box set. And yeah, it quite frankly caps off a series of 6 films in a really rather fine style, to be honest. So yeah, you've got 2 discs in the release as well. One of which has the Hong Kong cut, which is the 120-minute version, and then the international cut, which has the 107-minute version. So we'll talk about what the differences are in this very handy booklet that we got with this release. And yeah, so this is Jackie's next mostly English language adventure that also exists in a longer Hong Kong cut and a shorter international cut, both of which were produced by Golden Harvest, so New Line Cinema had no role in these by the looks of things. The latter cuts over 10 minutes of footage and changes the sequence of events slightly so that a withheld piece of information that plays as a shocking twist midway through the long version is spoiled within the first 10 minutes of the shorter cut. So that's the main reason why I went for the longer Hong Kong cut. Not only just because there's more footage there, which usually means a better film, but I read up on that and I was like, no, I don't want to have that spoiled for me. It's clearly going to work better in terms of the plot for that element to come into play later into the film. Otherwise, no other major changes were made to the film, which has the same 5.1 surround sync audio in both versions, with the majority of characters, including Jackie, speaking English throughout, except for Ajosha, the dialogue from the African tribe. I'm really pleased that they kept that tribal language in there. Makes the film feel more authentic, and yeah, it's quite frankly not a language I feel like I've seen in film before. So yeah, I really appreciated that element to the film. However, there was another version of the 5.1 mix for the Hong Kong cut that has Jackie speaking in dubbed Cantonese to the tribe instead of English, This is included in the setup menu as the English, Xhosa, and Cantonese mix. I personally just went for the English and Xhosa mix. I felt like that was the more going to be the more consistent effort. You also may notice a possible continuity error in the on-screen text scars at the start of the film, wherein the date given on screen changes from Thanksgiving to March within a couple of minutes, with little visible change in the action. Please note that this is inherent to the original release of the version and has not been modified for this edition. I did notice that, and I thought that was I actually initially thought that was an error on maybe the Arrow Video restoration. Maybe they found a different version, didn't realize that there was that incorrect continuity issue there. But apparently, it's just a film issue from the start, which doesn't bode well. I guess you could say in terms of the rest of the film. But quite frankly, the rest of the film is on the level in terms of production value. So just a little bit of a shame that that was lacking in that regard. We also have the original poster on the reverse, but I really rather like the new poster artwork, again done by Tom Ralston, who's done fantastic work with all of these releases. And in terms of this first disc, you've got the original lossless English DTS HD MA 5.1 surround and lossless stereo audio, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, brand new commentary by critic James Mudge. Then you've got Breakout Part 6, a new featurette in which Mudge, actor Glory Simon, and second unit cinematographer Ray Wong look back at the film. From Drunk to Slam Dunk, Jackie Chan in the New Millennium, a new featurette in which Mudge, Simon, Wong, stuntman Kathy Hubble, stuntman Wang Yao, and Mars, critic David West, and others look at Jackie's career in the years since. The Making of Who Am I, a 3-part archive behind-the-scenes featurette, alternate English credits, Texas outtakes, original trailer, and image gallery. And on the international cut disc, you've got the original lossless English DTS HD MA 5.1 surround and lossless stereo audio, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, who, when, and where, an expanded interview with Wong, and then you got Jostling with Jackie, an expanded interview with Simon, and US trailer as well. So I'd personally go for the Hong Kong cut, just so you don't have that element spoilt for you within the first 10 minutes, which I would feel would take away from the film in a great deal of a way. But yeah, on the whole, a really, really solid effort. But obviously, in the same year as this, Rush Hour was released, and that, quite frankly, completely altered Chan's stardom and career, because then from then on in, pretty much he would be in more English orientated American films, the Rush Hour sequels, the Shanghai Nights, Shanghai Noon as well before that. But obviously he would still do his more Hong Kong orientated films. There would be a New Police Story that would be out in the early 2000s. I've still yet to see that. Hopefully we get that released at some point. But on the whole, a really, really good film and a solid entry into this box set. So in terms of the films being ranked overall, no real surprise that Rumble in the Bronx gets first place. No, sorry, Drunken Master 2 gets first place, sorry. Surprisingly, though Rumble in the Bronx doesn't get second, as despite having some issues with the way the action is filmed, I really, really enjoyed Thunderbolt, so that gets second place. Then Rumble in the Bronx takes third. Still a really, really good effort, but there's undoubtedly some issues with it, in particular the English cast, which aren't all that great. And then in fourth place would be Who Am I? Fifth place would be Mr. Nice Guy, which I could very well argue up a score or two. But again, the English cast aren't particularly great, and even though the action scenes are excellent, it's only really the final action scene with the big dump truck going through the building that is the most memorable bit. And in last, First Strike, Police Story 4, First Strike to be more precise. Still a good film, it's decent enough, but I just feel like it doesn't have enough of its own identity to really make it a unique effort. And ultimately, it just feels like it's parodying other, quite frankly, superior films. So but on the whole, this has been an extremely strong box set. Now, granted, I did know about, already have seen 2/3 of this box set before getting it, so I really did know what I was getting in for. I already knew that I enjoyed 4 of these films before, but still, Thunderbolt and Who Am I were a real surprise in how much I enjoyed them, and they've definitely gone up there in terms of, my overall Jackie Chan, films that I've seen before in terms of how they are ranked now. So highly recommend this box set. Not sure if this Arrow Video store exclusive artwork is still available or not, but I do prefer it to the red one, quite frankly. But the main reason I got it from our video was because I had points available to take off for the amount for this box set. So yeah, figured, you know, I'm already buying from the our video store because I've got points to use. May as well just get the exclusive version of the artwork anyway. So yeah, but on the whole, a really good box set. And yeah, the second Jackie Chan 4K box set we've looked at in the last few years. Obviously we had the Police Story trilogy from Eureka, so here's hoping that we get more box sets of his films. I'm not sure where they'd go from here. Would they release Rush Hour films on 4K in a box set, or more of his you know, Hong Kong action films? We'll have to see. But on the whole, a very worthy box set, and definitely one of my favourite releases of the year so far. Nonetheless, so if you have seen Who Am I before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.